Hey, Leroy, turn it on. Okay, Uncle Shady.
You're listening to BWWR, the Banger Worldwide Radio Network.
The John Lebang Show has been known to make people laugh, sing, think, scream, throw things in rage, and generally lose their minds. Listener discretion is advised.
Scheduled programming to bring you a show on the edge, broadcasting worldwide and out to the greater universe. You're listening to the John Lebang Show.
Greetings, Earthlings, and alert the media. Welcome to the John Lebang Show. Hope you're doing well, ladies and gentlemen. Wanted to thank you for joining me this evening. A lot of good things in the news. You know, you got Harvey out there. You got Harvey Wallbanger. I probably shouldn't put that Harvey Wallbanger next to it. They're going to start thinking the banger is a bad word, and then I might be getting in trouble and getting hit with some kind of weird sexual harassment suit that happened years ago that I never really did, or that I didn't think I was doing anything wrong with, and some girl got mad at me and I'm in trouble. That's how it's going these days. But Harvey got arrested. Oh, Harvey Weinstein got arrested. Officially. He went in there and just turned himself in. He's charged with rape. Then we got Morgan Freeman. Yep, Morgan Freeman out there. All those weird videos. Cosby. We got Cosby and Spacey. It's like, when did we forget that Hollywood was filled with a bunch of dirtbag scum weirdos? Now, all of a sudden, years later, we can't tolerate the weirdos anymore in Hollywood. I mean, you're going to have to clear out 3/4 of Hollywood. And then are you going to have any good actors? I mean, scumbags are really good at acting. They act like they're nice people, but behind the scenes they're not. That's why they're so good at acting. They do it in their real life. But that's in the news. Harvey, all over the place. Harvey, or Morgan. Of course, the NYPD thanks the brave survivors for their courage in coming forward and seeking justice. I don't know why they waited so long to seek justice. Did you have to go beyond some kind of statute of limitations before you could report the scumbags that are in Hollywood? I don't know. See, this is an interesting problem we're having now. We knew Hollywood was filled with a lot of weird people. We knew about the casting couch. I mean, that was the defense of Harvey. He didn't invent the casting couch. I have to agree with him. You know, you hate agreeing with a scumbag like Harvey Weinstein. But when his lawyer used that part of the defense, which I don't know how they're, whatever, one by one we're seeing a systematic dismantling of all our popular childhood and our early movie going experience history. I mean, you got Cosby and Morgan Freeman, Spacey, Harvey. Then Ian McClellan says half of Hollywood is gay. So apparently Harvey and Morgan, Spacey, and all the other ones being accused, I think the only one that's being accused that's gay is Mr. Sulu, George Takei. You know, I never know how to pronounce it because I don't know if I've ever heard him pronounce his own name, and I've heard it pronounced 40 different ways, probably. So if Ian McClellan is right and half of Hollywood is gay, then these people that they're busting right now from Hollywood are from the half that isn't gay, except for George Takei, who's being accused by some young man. That's the big news. Harvey, Morgan, and all, we knew they were scumbags. But I have to worry a little bit because, I was using Harvey Wallbanger. I don't want to put banger in there anywhere because then people will think I'm being weird. I mean, is my name too sexy, by the way? Because obviously you can't do anything sexy anymore as a male, anyways. And I don't want to make people upset. So I'm asking you: is my name too sexy? Because I don't want to come off as some weird. I don't want to come off like Harvey Wallbanger and Morgan Freeman and Cosby and Spacey. Of course, if my name was sexy enough, I would be up there with them. If I did the things that they did, I would probably have gone further in the entertainment industry. But I couldn't fall to the level of the people who want to be part of the entertainment world. No matter how much I enjoy what I do and what I did in the past with the music and all, I could never go to the levels, pay the price, sell my soul, whatever metaphor you wish to choose, to get up to that level. We had opportunities, mostly in music, but we've had opportunities, but it was like, no, I don't think so, man. You guys are weird. And I never got into the weird, although now everything's weird. So is my name too sexy for anybody? I mean, I hope not. I know I'm not sexy anymore. I got the, you got the extra package here down below because, you eat too much. The stuff you're not supposed to eat. We'll get to that a little bit later because apparently there's a new study out saying anything you like to eat is probably going to cause cancer. So you might as well not eat any of that stuff that you like. We had the armed bystanders out there kill a shooter at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. That didn't make the news. I don't think that made the news. Did it make the news? Did you hear about the armed bystanders out there in Oklahoma? Yeah, a man opened fire with a handgun at a restaurant and bar from the outside, hitting 3 people. And some innocent bystanders came in and they had their handguns and they took the son of a gun out. That didn't make the news, did it? That didn't make the big time news, I'm sure. Because that doesn't fit with the mainstream media agenda. Right now it's Harvey, and Morgan Freeman. We just got to hope that these two gentlemen that actually took out the bad guy don't get in trouble in their own state. But if this continues and if we see a rise of, citizens who are willing to step up and defend other citizens, we may see an actual decrease in the nut jobs trying to shoot everybody up from the outside when they don't know who's going to fire back at them. We had this incident just here recently in Detroit, like Wednesday or something of this week, where somebody's been shooting up a person's house. They firebombed it. Well, they randomly shot at the house, or we shouldn't say randomly, because they are obviously being targeted for something, whatever it is. I mean, those are great neighborhoods where all this stuff happens anyways. You have shining examples of human existence right there. A young child gets hit in the head and dies because nobody is taking care of these people down there that are ruling these magnificent areas. So maybe we need a few more innocent bystanders sitting there with their guns out, ready to fire back at these jerks all over the place. until this crap stops happening. Because the cops only get there after the fact, more times than not. All the action has pretty much been done by the time the cops get there. No offense to the police department, that they don't get called to something unless they get a call. And no one's going to preemptively call, hey, we're going to go shoot up this place. You want to meet us there so you can fire back at us? That doesn't normally happen. The bad guys, no matter how many laws are in place, the bad guys never follow the law and never do the right thing. So maybe if we have some armed citizenry out there who can shoot back at these guys right away, immediately, they might think twice before going out there and doing these stupid acts. Sometimes you got to beget violence with violence. It sucks. But we're in a screwed up world. Nothing is the way it should be. We're about ready to take a break, so I don't want to get into too many other things. But later on, we're going to talk about how Sweden has put out an emergency pamphlet, and we'll tell you what that's about. We're also going to be talking about how there are alarming drought conditions in the Southwest, and that's making news, but the overflooding here in the Midwest doesn't really count as much. So we might get into that. We might talk about the internet a little bit. And, of course, we're going to talk about those bad things that you love to eat, ladies and gentlemen. Those things that you love to eat now, everything that you love to eat and drink is going to cause cancer. It's a bad thing. All that and more on the other side of this, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay tuned. Listen to our sponsors. Please help support them, because when you support them, they will support us. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere now.
John will be right back right after this.
Yes, it will. Check out the new book from Derek Shelmerdine,
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
It tells the story of rock and roll from its roots right up until the mid-70s punk.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Not just the music, but also the events that shaped the music.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
It includes the backgrounds to recording sessions, singles, album releases, births and deaths, epic concerts, and festivals.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Shelmerdine has made a painstaking effort to document pretty much every event that would prove significant in shaping popular music.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Purchase the book at www.rockandrollunraveled.com. Follow him at Twitter at R&R Unraveled, and look him up on Facebook at Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
By author Derek Shelmerdine.
Available now.
Hey man, you're listening to the John Lebang Show, man. That's good, because that means you ain't stupid. Oh, that's huge. So huge. Oh, huge.
Mr. President,
What is it?
President Putin is on the line for you, sir.
Tell him I'll call him back. I'm in the middle of something right now.
He says it's urgent, sir.
Stormy, we'll have to continue this later. Agent Pierce.
Yes, Mr. President.
Please escort the young lady out.
Yes, Mr. President.
Take her out the secret way.
Yes, Mr. President.
Then inform Jack Bauer I want to talk to him.
Yes, Mr. President.
All right, Ditzy, put him on.
President Putin, you're on the line with Mr. Donald.
Lad, how you doing?
I wanted to know what you intend to do about North Korea.
I'm working on it, Vlad. That little pudgy guy's a tough cookie. He's always wanting something more. Deal's never good enough.
I advise you to deal with it very soon.
I'm doing my best, but I got a huge amount of things on the plate at the moment.
Do not waste time, Mr. President.
I'll call Kim right now.
Very well. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Talk to you later, Vlad. Ditzy,
Yes, Mr. President.
get Kim Ding Dong on the phone for me.
He's not accepting our calls, Mr. President.
Well, keep trying. I've got to use the presidential retreat, if you know what I mean.
Yes, Mr. President.
I better tweet a new status. This is the Donald dropping a deuce right now. How's that, Nancy Pelosi?